Hello, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And if you're a new subscriber, well, thanks for joining us today. And if you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe, share, like, do all that good stuff. So today I'm recording this with my little one awake, so you'll be hearing her in the background. But you will love it. So I just wanted to share, this week was her birthday. I know, I have a whole 2-year-old. I've also got a 5-year-old, and I just wanted to share, to dedicate this video to my little 2-year-old and share with you guys her birth story and how she came into the world. It was quite an entrance into the world, as we will hear. So with my first one, my delivery was very normal. Everything went well. Did it like a pro. Do you want to come say hello? All right.
Hello. Mommy.
Yes.
Hello, Daddy.
Oh wow, you're such a natural at this video thing. Okay, what more do you want to say? No? Okay. So I think we might have to do this together. Yeah. So as I mentioned, the first one was quite good, but the Jenny's entrance into the world was something else. I was told when I was pregnant that she would be a big baby, because obviously and I was like, that's okay, that's not a problem. My first one was a big baby. Everyone, the doctors and the nurses said it was a big baby, but I had quite a normal delivery. No. But they seemed to take issue with that, and they're like, oh no, you know, you're quite small to push out such a big baby. Long story short, they suggested, probably I was 36 weeks pregnant at the time, that oh, you might need to induce you. And I was like, oh boy. So I agreed to the induction, but during that window, and I started to have questions and doubts. I was like, really, I don't think I need a C-section. Well, sorry, an induction. Because I did it just fine. And when I went to speak to the doctors are quite separate from the midwives. So when my midwife is the one I used to see quite regularly. And when I told her what the doctors had said, she was like, I don't think that should be a problem. So she sort of disagreed with them a little bit. And she's like, I don't think if you've had a normal delivery before, I don't think they should induce you before your due date. Why don't they give it time? And then check you then and see if you'll need an induction. But anyway, he scheduled it for the induction for 38 weeks. It was on a Saturday. And during that time, like I said, I had so many doubts, so I decided not to go through with the induction. And I was advised by my midwife that the day that was set for my induction, I can go in there and I tell them I don't want to go through with it. So that's what we did. So I had already prepared my hospital bag, but I did not take it in. So my husband and I went off. He dropped me off, and he was to go home just in case they insisted that I have to go through with it, so he could bring my hospital bag. So I waited around, spoke to the doctor, and I said, look, I really don't want to go through with this induction. What's that? I don't want to go through with the induction. And oh my goodness, it didn't go well with the doctor. She was just like, what do you mean? There's so many risks around having a big baby. You could they might have to use forceps. You could have a big tear. The baby could get tired. Let's just say it was a lot of scaremongering. And unfortunately, I gave into it. And looking back, I think I shouldn't, but I gave into it. Mommy, you're too loud. You're too loud. I'm trying. Yeah. Let's keep it down. Yeah. Yeah. Let's keep it down, Shanklin. So I did go ahead with it. So I had to stay back and had to call my husband and say, look, you're gonna have to go through with this. So I was given obviously a room and all that good stuff. Eventually my husband got, and this was around COVID time, so she was born in 2021, and my husband had to do a COVID test to be able to be in the room with me. If he hadn't done that, literally they would not allow him in until he's done the COVID test. But thankfully he had done a couple of days before and we were both fine. So yeah, it's sort of not very easy to continue with this one speaking louder than me. So I went in there, he came. Oh my goodness, inductions. I know if you're watching this and you haven't had a child yet, I'm not even trying to scare anybody, but given I've had a normal delivery before, oh my goodness, induction. It's the worst pain. I don't remember, even without an epidural, having that much pain during my during labor, but this was not good. It wasn't good at all. It was so painful. There was no break for pain. You know, when you're having a normal labor, you will contract and then get contractions and they'll sort of pause, but this was ongoing and terrible. Just thinking about it, it's just, it's taking me back there. And what happened is, while I'm in this much pain, I sort of felt like, my waters had broken. So I remember telling my husband, I think my waters are broken. Unfortunately, it wasn't water, it was blood. So he's like, it's blood, and he had to press the emergency bell in minutes. My room was full of doctors, nurses, packed. All I remember is being whisked away immediately. But at this point, the pain was excruciating. It was bad. I was whisked away and taken up immediately for an emergency C-section. So basically I had what they call a placenta eruption, and they had to take baby out immediately. And before I know it, I had gone in for an induction, and I have to have a C-section now, an emergency C-section. And and thank God both baby and I were fine. But I think what was disappointing was baby wasn't big, so basically you can say the doctor's predictions weren't right. So I underwent, this baby was smaller than my first baby, so I would have been able to push through. So I guess if someone is pregnant right now, like, listen to your doctor, but also listen to your midwife as well, and be confident about your intuition. A mother's intuition is very important.
Mommy.
So, and I know sometimes, like I said, in my experience, this doctor that I spoke to when I was trying to cancel my induction, to be honest, was, for lack of a better word, I felt like she really scaremongered me. There was nothing positive coming out from her. It was all bad news, So that was a little discouraging. And also, what was very interesting is during the C-section, I overheard the doctor that carried out my C-section mentioning that it seemed like something that was happening a lot in terms of this prediction that the babies were big. She said, because I remember him saying, the baby's not even big. Those whispers that you hear. And why are there a lot of C-sections? So at the end of the day, I feel like the person who has the best interest for you and baby is you. Doctors sometimes, now for example, hearing that there was a lot of C-section, what was that about? Why? I'm not quite sure if this was among, because I've had, of course, there's a whole research going on around as black minority women and specifically the NHS not having good practice around how to treat us, and thinking we somehow have this natural natural strong pain threshold than our Caucasian sisters. So there's a lot of research that has, to be honest, to go into that thing, into the whole maternity and, you know, having a child. But trust your intuition, do a lot of research and study, of course in a positive manner, because you don't want to scare yourself and all that. But go with information, be confident with your information. In hindsight, I feel like I should have been more confident to tell the doctor no, because that's my choice. I won't go through with it. But I was a little intimidated by her, if I'm being honest. So actually after having baby, that played on my mind a lot. To think that I have this C-section scars that could have been avoided if only I had spoken up, or that baby was not even big, so really it wasn't necessary. So just be bold, speak up if you feel something is not right. It's your right to speak up, especially if you're a new mother. For example, you're having a baby for the first time and you know you don't know the ins and outs and you just want to listen to the doctors and everything they say. But find a community of women who have already had children and listen to their advice and their encounters with the doctors and hospitals, and do some research. Find a good hospital, find a good midwife that will work around your needs, to make sure that they provide you and baby with the best care possible. Because I know a lot of things can go wrong, because listen, everyone has a check, something, a box to tick and say they did something, but really their heart is not into it. And actually, one thing I left out, the lady that they gave us the midwife that they gave us when we arrived there was not very kind, not very friendly. Yeah, I had definitely a much better experience with my first child, in terms of the care. The midwives were so nice and so patient and so understanding. But this little warrior was able to come through and make it into the world. Say hello. Say hello, everyone. Say bye.
Bye. Bye.
Say, give them a kiss. Say mwah. Oh, you are so sweet. I will keep this video short, so much going on, but thanks for watching. Please do not forget to share, to like, and to subscribe, and to keep those good positive comments coming through. See you in the next video. Bye. Jenny, say bye.